very well adjusted, and I dream about getting older with Paul and, you know, retiring to Arizona or something where we could play golf every day. That would be my dream, is to have the kids, you know, self-sufficient, even if they don't have families, at least to have like jobs that they like, and, you know, so we don't have to worry about them and they don't have to worry about us.
If you could go back and change something in your life, what would it be? What would you do differently?
Well, I would probably have gotten contact lenses a lot earlier. And I would probably have not rushed it through school. I think I really rushed through school, and I think we were pressured to do it by my sister and by my dad, my sister Natha. I would have wanted to live in a dorm when I was in college, although I kind of got to do that in law school, so that was nice. But I think I would have just wanted to kind of slow things down a little bit rather than to rush through everything. Just kind of sit back and enjoy things rather than go towards a specific goal.
What do you like the most?
What do you mean?
Just in general. If you can name one thing you like the most.
I really love my backyard.
What do you hate the most?
I hate it when I'm at work and I have nothing to do.
What do you value the most?
I value my family the most, and I value my health. I think right now I'm in relatively good health, and I really value it.
What do you fear the most?
It's strange. I just fear the future. I fear how my children are gonna be. I'm reading this book now about this woman who's taking care of her son who was born basically brain dead, and I kind of fear things like that happening. I think that's why I want to live in the suburbs. I just fear like kidnappings. I'm kind of a lot like my parents in that way. I just fear like the worst things happening to my children, not being able to take care of them.
Are you afraid of death?
I mean, I don't really think about it that much. I probably should, because then it would kind of hurry me up to do things that I'm putting off in the future. I'm not afraid of death. I don't know. I guess I'm afraid of other people dying. I'm afraid of Paul dying. I'm afraid of, you know, my parents falling ill and dying.
We already asked this before, but I'll say it again. What is your one prized possession?
My one prized possession is my Smiley doll.
Which one, the new one or the old one?
Well, actually, both of them. I can't say I like one over the other. But I would have to say, if it came down to it, it would be the old one.
What is your favorite food?
My favorite food is probably clams and black bean sauce.
Favorite movie, and why?
I actually have a lot of favorite movies. It's kind of hard to pinpoint one. One of my favorite movies is To Kill a Mockingbird. just because the book was so beautiful, and it was about a lawyer who was a very good man. Um, I think lawyers used to be viewed that way, but nowadays they're not. And I think there are a lot of lawyers who just have the capacity to do really good in our society. I was reading about a few, about Elliot Spitzer in the LA Times Magazine, and, he's done a lot to kind of, clean up corporate America, and that's very helpful for our society. So that's one of my favorite, well, I think that's probably one of my favorite books more than my favorite movie. One of my other favorite movies is Roman Holiday. I think in that way I'm very like my mom, and we really like old movies. I just love, and I guess both of them are movies with Gregory Peck. But I think he's a very beautiful man. Audrey Hepburn was very beautiful, and it was just a very sweet romance that they had in that movie. One of the more recent movies I've seen that I really liked is About a Boy, because it's a very honest movie, and it's also very funny. So I like funny movies that are honest.
What's your favorite music? Kind of music?
I like all types of music, but I listen to a lot of kind of British singers. Like I like British boy bands, and like I like Coldplay, and I like Radiohead. But I just bought the American Idol CD because I like the show. So I admit I like to listen to that kind of music. And right now I have an old REM CD in my music player.
Which one?
Dead Letter Office, which is a good CD.
Who's your favorite musician of all time?
Probably my favorite musicians are the Beatles. I just think their music, there's a lot of creativity and art and beauty in their music. And it's also very pleasing to listen to.
Favorite
album? My favorite album right now is the Garden State compilation album, which has a lot of different things on it. What else do I like? I was listening to the Coldplay album a lot, Parachutes, and all the Beatles albums are good.
Favorite place to live?
I love Los Angeles. I've only lived in Los Angeles and Berkeley, and I didn't like Berkeley just because it was far away from all the people who I loved. Berkeley is a very nice town to live in. I wish that my husband was up there with me and we could have experienced the Bay Area more. But I like living here in Los Angeles a lot. There's a lot of different kinds of ethnic food that's really good, and the diversity here. When I went to Seattle, which is known for being very liberal and pretty diverse, I still felt like it was too white there, and I wouldn't want to live somewhere like that, which is why I like Berkeley, because there are a lot of, Asians and black people and all sorts of people. I feel a lot more comfortable in a society like that than one where it's just one type of person.
Favorite artist?
It's hard to say. I think as far as like conventional art goes, I was looking at a lot of Hopper, which I thought was really beautiful, and I'm looking. LA Times Magazine always has a lot of